Hello, everyone, and welcome to Miss Kemia and Geraldine Smart Women Partner Collaboration Q&A, all
hmm
about collaborations for your business. So I am your co-host, Miss Kimya, a Chief Marketing Sparkler at marketingsparkler.com, and I am a marketing strategist and social media manager, and I help you build structures and foundations for your marketing so that you can integrate all of the systems, including your social media, to really grow and scale your business with effective strategies. And so you don't really have to fumble around figuring out what you're going to do to market your business every day. And so that's who I am. And so, Geraldine, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, I am the founder of Smart Women Partner and Grow Rich. I work with seven-figure aspiring female entrepreneurs who want to use LinkedIn to grow their female client base. We do it together. Have a lot of fun. We create projects around LinkedIn's features, the newsletter, LinkedIn Live, updates, everything. Because it makes more sense to get into each other's feeds, to target each other's contacts and connections and clients on LinkedIn instead of just being in our same old feed every day, marketing to the same old people. Let's meet more people on LinkedIn, especially women. There's 300 million plus of us on LinkedIn hidden in our LinkedIn contacts.
Absolutely. And that springboards us into our topic for today, which is all about collaboration. You know, they often say content is king. So it's like if content is king, then collaboration is queen. And
Yes, it
that's been said for years and years. And we obviously agree. That's why we collaborated to do this.
is.
But we really wanted to come on and talk about collaborations. What they are, how to do them, because so many business owners don't understand what collaboration actually is. And so many look and believe that collaboration is actually defeats their purpose because so many people see their people that work in their space as competitors.
hmm
Whereas we take a different approach here. We look for people who complement our businesses, who complement what we do, what we stand for, who complement our products and services. And those are the people that you ultimately want to partner with. Smart Women Partner and Grow Rich. Those are the people you want to network with. Those are the people you want to collaborate with. And so we really wanted to just hop on and briefly talk about what collaboration actually means. If you have any questions about collaboration, feel free to drop them in the comments. But really, how you can collaborate to grow and scale your business in 2022.
hmm
S-
Especially if you're giving a conference.
Absolutely.
I mean, there are so many women on LinkedIn that you can partner with who can be your speakers, who can share your information with all their contacts, who can write about your business, who could just do so many fabulous things. Just think about if you're giving a conference, you could partner with podcasters. They can interview you, talk to some of the people that are going to be a speaker, even some of the people who are taking part in it, just who paid to go, who would love exposure. They could do a countdown with you in exchange for you letting them, cover your event live and have like a red carpet at your conference as the women are showing up, pull them off to the side and interview them about what they want to get out of the conference. And that's great content to use before and after that event.
Absolutely. So conferences, definitely you should be collaborating with
hmm
people to not only market the event, but to amplify your message, get your event out to far more people than you could do alone. And that's really the benefit of collaborations. One of the key benefits I find with collaboration is that it gives you an opportunity to get in front of audiences that you might not necessarily get in front of, because all of us as individuals or as business owners, we have our own personal brands, we have business brands, and we have our own audiences. Well, that really is a silo. If you collaborate with someone else, whether it is exchanging links, interviewing each other, those types of things. Now that gives you an opportunity to get in front of your collaborative partners audience as well. So you could
Mhm.
easily double, triple, quadruple your listening audience just by collaborating with one other person. And so when you think about collaboration from that standpoint, then yes, you want to find people to talk to. You want to find people to partner with, whether it's interviewing, and then there are different things you can do to collaborate. So I wanted to talk, let me make sure there's no questions. I wanted to talk about ways to collaborate. So you just mentioned a conference. Another thing you can do if you're not having an event, let's say you just want to have some collaborative partners. What you can do is figure out who offers products and services that complement what you do. Is there something that you might want to outsource in your business that you want to offer as a service, but you want to outsource or subcontract the service, or the product? That's a collaborative partner. And then how would that work? Whether you are a service provider like me and I want to subcontract, specific services to someone else. Okay, so they would be a collaborative partner. So how could that benefit both of our businesses? Well, one, I could blog about my collaborative partner and she could blog about me.
Mhm.
As Geraldine mentioned, we could interview each other on our podcast. We can cross promote each other across social media. We can email our individual lists about the other person. So, for example, if I'm collaborating with a publisher, then I might email people on my list. If you're looking for a publisher, this is my go to. This is the person I recommend because it lends itself well to recommendations. But then also, that's the way for you to make money together. Running the business, you got to make money, you got to get sales.
Amen.
Yeah. So let's just cut to the chase. Collaboration can lead to dollars. And if you are not collaborating, you're missing out on some profitable opportunities, because what a lot of people don't realize is the reason so many businesses are successful is because they have collaborative partners. So I'll give
Yes.
you an example. Have you ever been on someone's email list and you notice that everybody's emailing about this same person? I won't name drop, but quite a few people do this. So you'll notice that every day you open an email from a different person about the same product, the same business. Those people are collaborating. So they may have worked with this person. They may have an affiliate relationship. They may have an actual collaborative or joint venture partnership agreement in place to where they cross promote each other.
Mhm.
That leads to profits because you are talking to more people about services. And it also gives you a different spin on what you do, and it really shows people that you not only invest money in your business, but you invest time and you invest in people. Because at the end of the day, sales and marketing is about building relationships. I think we can
Yes.
all agree on that. And so when you reach out for collaborative partners to do things in business, it really shows people how much you value your business, because now you're building in proof and credibility with your brand because people are working with you and you're working with other people. So it looks very different if I'm in my silo and I'm just busy working away as so many solopreneurs do, and I'm not collaborating with other people. So you don't see other people talking about me. But suppose I have collaborative partners, and so I'm busy working as a solopreneur, but then you see this person talking about me on this email list, this person sharing my content on social media, this person interviewing me, because we all have collaborative relationships. I'm emailing my list saying, hey, I'm working with this person on this project, and if you're interested, think about the credibility that lends to my brand. That's really a brand booster in terms of your visibility. And like I said, it really does lend to your credibility. So give some thought to, who do you want to collaborate with in 2022? What products or services complement your business that you should really go find a collaborative partner to do something with? I have multiple collaborations for all kind of different things. And I'm actually a member of Smart Women Partner and Grow Rich. And so I'm a collaborative member along with
Yes, and
Geraldine.
we're collaborating right
Exactly.
now.
This is a collaboration right now. We decided, why just one person host something? Let's get multiple people involved. Let's collaborate and bring value and education to people. And that's how we can expose audiences. That's why I can expose my audience to Geraldine. Geraldine exposes her audience to me. And other people that are watching and participating can expose their audiences. And that really is, in its simplest terms, how collaboration works.
Yeah, and the simplest way to think about who to partner with is to think of your business as the anchor of a mall, the
Hmm.
flagship store. You know how Sears and Macy's and everything were in all the, well, I, I'm assuming they're still in all the malls. Hmm.
Hmm.
But you had all those various stores. So you shopped at Macy's, and then you went to the shoe store next door, and then to the art store that was on the other side of it, the
Hmm.
bookstore, the food court.
Hmm.
Just think of your business as that. And who would
Absolutely.
you like to be in your mall?
Absolutely. And then for those of you, because I'm a service based business, and I often hear women say, well, it won't work for my business. This works for every, so we go, that's not true. This works for every single business. So, okay, I
Yeah,
gave you an example of a service based business. I'll give you an example of a product based business. Let's say you are an e commerce store and you sell skincare. Okay, if you sell skincare and you have a line for women and you sell skincare, what are some complementary products and services that your customers might want?
start with fashion. Fashion,
Fashion,
shoes, purses, jewelry,
candles, t-shirts,
hmm
earrings, mugs.
hair
What
care.
exactly, exactly. So if you do skincare, you can partner with hair care. So who are some collaborative partners that you could reach out to and say, I have this audience, this is what I sell. I think they might be interested in
Weight
this.
loss.
Would you might want to collaborate and partner with me? And so that business, it could be exchanging coupons. You create a coupon for
20%
that
off or
person's
whatever.
office
And they do the same thing for you. So
and vice versa.
everybody has each other's coupons.
Exactly. And then what you can also do, which I don't see a lot of people do. So I'm gonna give you this little secret. Create trial sizes or sample sizes and cross promote that way.
Oh,
Be,
they could
be
pick it up at the cash, so-called cash register.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
So if I have a skincare business and I'm partnering with Geraldine who has a hair care line, I could ship her 100 samples. She ships me 100 samples, and we stick a sample in each one
Each
of
other
our
boxes.
customers'
Uh-huh.
boxes to ship.
Yeah.
That's a collaboration. That's collaboration. And so,
Hmm.
really, this I gave you a product based business and a service based business. This works for literally every business. And it's a
Yeah.
great way to expose yourself to new people, get in front of new people, network with fellow business owners who you can really partner with on bigger projects. You can funnel people to. If somebody asks you for a referral, I might not do it, but I know who to refer. I can refer you to someone.
And to have someone who like-minded. When you're having a
Absolutely.
problem, you can reach out to them.
Absolutely. Because collaboration, accountability is something that is not often talked about with collaborations, but accountability is kind of built in. And you may find, like you said, like minded folks. Now you got a new friend. You not only have a new collaborative partner, but you're
We can talk
building a new
business,
relationship. Exactly.
create
Somebody else.
new products and services together.
Exactly, exactly. And you can co-host the events. You can co-host, different products. You can co-host launches, things like that.
Yes.
So collaboration is really where it's at. If you are
And
looking
write
to
that book
grow,
together.
absolutely.
Ooh, that person with the skincare, somebody with
Mhm.
weight loss, fashion. It could be a book about style, how to dress or whatever it is. Dress for success in 2022 or whatever. How
Mhm.
to look good. Just how to look good.
Exactly. And you could really invite, if you wanted to do an anthology. Let's say you had a bunch of collaborative partners and you are the business owner who offers skincare. Okay, but if you have all those other collaborative partners, like Geraldine said, if you wanted to write a book, you wouldn't have to write it all yourself. You could invite
Mm-mm.
your collaborative partners to go in with you on a partnership, and that book could be an anthology where each one of you has a
Ooh,
different chapter.
or
Just
create a seasonal magazine. Come on.
yeah.
Magazines have all this stuff.
Yeah, they
You
do.
have for fitness, for beauty, for fashion, and you could do something each quarter, a quarterly
Absolutely.
magazine. Oh my God, we're gonna do something like that.
But it starts
Yeah.
small. Don't start
Yes.
big because that's going to
Yes.
take you a year. That's not where the money's at.
No.
We start today. So I challenge everyone that's watching this, define 3 types of collaborative partners that you would like to partner with in 2022. Just define 3. What are 3 products and services that you want
Mhm.
to cross promote, that you want to partner with, that you want to offer your folks? It could be something that you've always wanted to do, but you don't necessarily offer. Find 3 collaborative partners to offer those products and services. How can you partner? What can you partner on? Once you identify what you want to collaborate about, then you have to
Thank you.
figure out
Yes.
what you want to collaborate on. So, do you want to collaborate and co-host a virtual summit with someone? Do you want to collaborate and subcontract to someone for products and services so that you can boost your business and bottom line? There are different ways to collaborate, but I definitely challenge everyone that's watching this, whether live or on a replay, to come up with 3 ways that you would like to collaborate with different people in 2022. And then go make it happen.
Yeah.
It
You're not
really
going to
can
say
be that
no. People
simple.
are waiting. You have to ask.
You have to ask. You have to
People don't
ask.
know. Really,
Yes.
yes. It doesn't. They don't. Sometimes they drop out of the sky, but most times no.
You have to ask. And the challenge, because just in case you're one of those people that's saying, oh, I tried it and it didn't work, what I also recommend is you have the parameters in place. I don't just collaborate with people, like you say, it just falls out the sky. Oh, I'm gonna email my list and you email
Yeah.
yours. That's not how that works,
No.
because oftentimes you will find people that say yes because it sounds great, but they don't follow through. So I also recommend you put together an agreement, you figure out a plan, you schedule it, you create a framework, and you create a timeline for your collaborative partnerships. In this way, you get the value, your partner gets the value, and then you can see if someone's really serious, if they drop off. And if they drop off, that partnership is
Yeah.
not for you.
Just
But
let it
also,
go.
just
Yeah.
let it go. And you want to track and measure your results from the partnership. So if I subcontract to someone and I don't have work to send them, for example, well, that's not going to work. Just as well, if somebody subcontracts to me and they don't send me any work, it doesn't really work. So don't be so quick to accept everyone as a collaborative partner, because everyone's not going to be right for where you
Mm-mm.
are in your business and your goals. So it does come down to, what do you want to do for your business? What are your goals for your business? But when you find those collaborative partners, create an actual agreement, make it a real framework so that you can see what each other's doing. If you agree to swap emails and cross promote each other, make sure you join her list and she joins yours so that you can see when those emails go out. If you agree to promote each other once a week on Twitter, for example, if you agree on Fridays, I'm going to cross promote you on Twitter, make sure you're following that person on Twitter. Make sure you need to follow, make sure they're following you so that you can see what they're doing and you can share and really measure those results. So again, collaborative opportunities, they aren't a haphazard approach to growing and scale your business, but when done correctly, when you put some thought and effort behind it, they really can lead to profitable opportunities that you wouldn't otherwise experience. And so again, my final thought, I challenge you to figure out 3 types of collaborative partnerships that you would like to run in 2022, and go find those people. And if somebody doesn't respond the first time around,
Yeah. They're
make
busy.
a
They're
list of
yeah.
people. Follow up with them. I get busy. I have hundreds of emails in my
Yeah.
inbox every day. Don't expect
Yeah.
me to see anything you send in there. It's just that simple. So it really is that simple. And so make a system to follow up with those people you want to collaborate with. If you reach out a few times and you don't hear a response, move on to the next person. You should have a list of people, your ideal partners that you'd like to work with. If you
And
don't have
reach
that
out to them
list,
on different platforms too if you're connected.
absolutely. If
Because
you're
sometimes
already
they're more
connected,
active on another. Like I'm
absolutely.
LinkedIn, but on Facebook, it takes me a while to
Absolutely.
respond.
Absolutely. And so I always say, I don't do business on social media. I do business in my email. So if you it's just the way I run my business, because I pay for my email. I don't pay for Facebook. So I may or may not look at that. That's not a part of my personal business model. So if somebody is active on one place and not another, go to their website, go find their email address,
Yeah.
send them an email. Again, don't be haphazard about your approach. But collaborations and collaborative partnerships are really an excellent way to grow and scale your business. And
And
I
try to
challenge
co-work
you.
together when you're
Hmm.
doing it, because that way you're both doing it at the same time.
Hmm.
So you're not wondering, did that person do it yet? No, do it, schedule, get online, do it together.
Yep,
You
that's
both
another
hit the
way.
button at the
Hmm.
same time.
Yep. You can schedule co-working sessions. It depends on how involved it is. It could be a 10-minute co-working session.
Yeah.
It could be an hour. But again, you're building relationships. So why not invest that time to ultimately grow and scale your business, right?
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
Yes. And we have our friend Lynn jumping in. I'm gonna add her to
Hey,
the stream right now.
excellent. Hey, Lynn.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hey Lynn, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Kimya?
Wonderful, wonderful. So since you're here, Lynn, why don't you tell everyone who you are and tell them about your business?
Okay, my name is Lynn Miller. My company is Straight Talk Writer, and I'm in the business of helping people increase their revenue by 10 times using content they already have.
Ooh, love
Absolutely.
that.
Yes, I love
Yeah,
that.
there's always something to teach. It's just a question of what do you enjoy teaching most and what do you want to be known for?
Huh.
I love that. I love that.
Hmm.
Yes. So, since we've been talking about collaboration, have you experienced any collaborations, or do you have any hits or misses, or any tips that you'd like to share for collaboration?
I think that's a great question. I've actually discovered there's a lot of opportunities for collaboration. Um, I collaborate with somebody who enjoys writing more than I do, and he's also pretty good at graphic design. So when I do, but I love the strategy work. So I do the strategy, and he does the actual course development. I help with the design of the course, but then he helps with the um, development. And then I've also spoken with someone who understands what your, you know, your she knows how to interpret what your mannerisms mean and what they don't mean
Okay.
over video. And so we talked
Oh,
about the value of video in storytelling and the video in courses. And then she talked about how what the mistakes she's seen with people who do these videos that just go on for hours. And
ooh.
Yes, yes. That's awesome. And I love that because that's the service provider. So many people don't realize you can collaborate on different parts, for example, of your course. You
absolutely,
can,
that's what it's been.
yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
The last story is today. We just did a video of it because she is my primary referral source for some of the
Hmm.
work I'm doing. And it wasn't intended to be that way. It just turned out that way. And her expertise, her name is Judy Dang, and she is an expert in productivity. This woman knows project management
Oh.
and nothing else.
Hmm.
So she said, Lynn, my biggest problem, I gave her a marketing strategy, and she said, my biggest problem is that people don't know what it's like to work with me. I can't explaining it isn't enough. And I said, no, they have to see you in action, Judy. She said, oh, how could they see me in action? She says, do you have a big blobby project that you're having trouble doing? And I said, yes.
Hmm.
I said, yes. The second offering after my course, and my strategy, which is a playbook on how to get from the strategy to profitable courses.
Oh.
So it's like the business plan for the strategy.
Hmm.
And so that's the second offering is my playbook for that. And it's a lot. There's a lot for me to figure out how to document and explain. And so we just did the first step in the process. And she asked me a lot of great questions. And it was
Hmm.
evident that, you could see what it's like to work with her after one session.
I love that.
Oh,
I
that is
love that. I mean,
yes.
it's so many ways to collaborate with people for profit. Like
Absolutely.
it's you can't do everything yourself, and you typically don't want to. So like I always say, find people who can complement what you're doing. Those are the people that you want to to have as collaborative partners. You know,
100%.
it's and that's really the way to think about it. And if you're a product-based business, what does your audience want that you don't necessarily offer, or what perfectly complements what you do? For example, if you print journals, who customizes pens and mugs? You know, it's
Yeah.
like no matter what it is. If you sell plants, who sells pots? I mean, like I'm looking at a plant on my desk right now. It literally can be that simple. But
Absolutely.
people, they get so stuck in their heads, and they think it's either competition. No, I'm not. I'm a marketing strategist. I'm not saying you go partner with somebody that literally does everything you do.
No.
Unless you want to co-host things, that's fine. But that's not it. You look
You
for
want to hear the funny
complementary
thing?
people.
Yeah. You want to hear the funny thing is, who was it? I found a fractional chief revenue officer
Yes.
that I talked with.
Mhm.
And she that's like invaluable. And I
Mhm.
said, and I started talking to her about what I do. And she said, I know somebody who's a training and development specialist, but she doesn't know what to do other than what she's already done. Like she
Mhm.
doesn't know how to monetize all this in the self-paced piece to make it really interesting. So she and I talked, and within about 20 minutes, we knew what the program was going to be that she's going to create in January, starting in January. It's just
Absolutely.
fascinating.
Oh.
Because I
Absolutely.
just asked, like, I asked 10 questions. Sometimes I ask the first 2 or 3 of them, and something always comes up where there's a gap, either is somewhere in the customer journey. Really,
Mhm.
that's what it boils down to.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love that you said that, because I often look at the way I work with clients, even though they hire me, I look at it as a collaboration. And so that's the way I approach them. That's the way I talk to them. We're working together on something. Even though they hired me, we're still working together on things, because aside from the marketing strategy, I'm going to see so many other things that's going on in your business that
Absolutely.
it feels like a collaboration. Like you said, you start asking those couple of questions and you dive deeper and deeper. And so sometimes my collaborations aren't a true collaboration in that structure, but that's the way I work, and that's the way a lot of us work with our clients as well. We work for the long term to collaborate, to grow and scale their business, and that's the way I approach it. And so
Right.
when you think about what collaboration actually means to you as an individual, that will also help you to figure out who you want to collaborate with.
It does. I mean, the thing is that it turns out that sometimes the people that you know, they don't know how they want to collaborate with me. They just think they
Mhm.
might need my
They want
help.
to.
Yes.
Yeah. They want to, but don't have an idea. Yeah.
And but
Yes.
but these people who have content, and then you ask them how much money are you making off your content, and it's radio silence.
Mhm.
That's a good way to start the conversation.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And it's just, collaboration is just such a fun way to network as well. It's a
It
fun way to
is.
get to know people, to expand your circle of influence as well, because like you said, you start talking to one person and then that tree just blossoms, and
It
they refer
does.
you
It
here
does.
and refer you here. And next thing you know, 10 people later, down that
Seriously.
line, you're talking to
Seriously.
people. So collaboration is such an amazing way to network. And it can start from just one simple conversation, one simple idea of, let's swap Facebook posts, or, interview each other. It can start from one small thing. And then years later, it can blossom into other things. And that's how some collaborations that I've done, years later, we still collaborate, because it started from
Great.
one little thing. And so it really is one of the fastest paths to profit, because you get
I
to
completely agree with you,
grow
Kenya.
and
That's
scale.
interesting.
Mhm.
I'm finding more and more. I mean, like
Mhm.
places where I don't expect it.
Mhm. Absolutely. It's
So
always where you don't expect. For me,
yes.
it's never where I expect. It's always something else. Me and Geraldine sitting on the phone, we like, okay, we doing LinkedIn lives. Okay,
Yeah.
what we just came up with this whole thing. Every month we going on LinkedIn and we doing these LinkedIn lives, and we're going to figure out the
Because she's
topics.
good at this stuff. That's why. I'm
She's
hanging with
very
her.
good at
And we
this.
talk collaboration.
That's
We
what
Yeah,
need
we
to
talk
talk
about.
that
about
is
this
not
more,
my skill
Tanya.
set.
Now
Yes.
I need to, you and I have not spoken one-on-one. It's planned for us to
Yes.
do that.
Yeah. See, exactly. That's exactly it. Yes, so we do have to schedule some time to chat and get to know each other, Lynn. Yes. So this was exactly what we envisioned, right, Geraldine?
Yes.
We need,
Well,
and I'm so glad you came on, Lynn, because we
Thank you.
wanted
thank you.
to talk about specific examples. So
And you
this is
gave it.
you gave it. So that was
Yes.
perfect. So I hope everybody got something out of this. I know I did. It always makes me think about different ways to collaborate. And that challenge that I told people, I have not personally done that either. So I'm challenging myself as I tell people
What's the challenge?
the challenge is figure out 3 ways you want to collaborate with different partners in 2022.
Oh
Just
yeah, I
3.
get that.
And so I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't sat to map that out yet.
Well, let's talk about that. That'd be fun.
I think that's a
Mhm.
great challenge, and it's just 3. I like to not only give people, education and value-based content, but I need you to take action. And if I don't say
Yes.
it, you won't do it. You'll hang up and you're like, oh, that was cool. And you'll
Uh-huh.
go on about life as usual. So my challenge to everyone, including myself, is figure
Me too.
out three partnerships or 3 ways you want to collaborate.
And when should we have the answer? Because
Um,
you know you have to set a date like you want it. Because I've learned that.
you're right.
I learned that with you guys. If I don't give you guys a date, oh man, I'll be calling.
Yeah, I like that. So let's do let's do like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Less
2
less than 2 weeks. Is 2 weeks is the 23rd. So like by let's do like by Wednesday the 22nd.
Okay.
And then we can post
Pop
comments
the,
about
yeah, we could pop.
can-
Well, we could post
yeah.
something.
yeah.
Okay.
So I
Sounds
think
good. I mean, that is how I'm growing my business. I changed the name of it to Straight Talk Writer, as completely, and it's an LLC because I'm not going to have employees. I'm just going to have power partners.
absolutely. See, I love that. Okay, so we got our challenge. We've had examples. We've told you what collaborations are. We've given you product based business examples, service based business examples. We've told you how to find those collaborate
How to
partners.
think about yourself
How to
as a
think about-
mall,
exactly.
the
As
anchor store.
the anchor store. That's exactly it. So
Oh,
I
very
think this
clever.
was-
I love
Yeah,
that.
you're the anchor
Yeah.
store of the mall. And who do you want to surround you?
That's
Cool.
it.
Thanks
Yeah.
for catching me up, Geraldine.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So this was awesome. So
This was,
I think
yes.
mission accomplished.
Yes, we did it.
Yes. And with that, I will say goodbye for now. And we may see you before the holidays. May not. If we don't, have
Happy
a great
birthday,
holiday.
Geraldine.
Yeah. Thank you.
It is Geraldine's birthday today. So
Yes.
yes. Wish Geraldine a happy birthday. This was a birthday gift to herself.
Yeah.
She wanted to come on LinkedIn Live and talk about collaborations. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's how
Fun.
we picked the date. That's literally
Perfect
how
date.
perfect
December
date.
the 9th. Yes.
Exactly. Let's talk about what we're actually doing. We're collaborating.
Yeah.
Awesome. And with that said, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.